Place is a national organization that is really unique in the way that it's looking at the intersection between community development and the arts. And so our particular grant actually falls under the idea of helping protect the environment by using the culinary arts. So the MESA Project is essentially an acronym for Meetings for Environmentally Sustainable Agriculture.
So the overall goal of the project is to protect the environment and our agricultural heritage by finding farming techniques that work in a technical sense and in an economical sense. So to achieve this overall goal, the MESA Project has 4 elements. One of those is free community meals to bring the entire agricultural sector together. And that's why we're here at Taylor Hood Farms, one of our partner organizations, showcasing some of the work of their team. The community meals are one element. Chance for farmers, agricultural scientists, chefs, policymakers, food distributors, everybody to come together, share information, build partnerships, and strengthen our agricultural sector. Another element is technical manuals. So very user-friendly documents that explain the why and the how for sustainable agricultural techniques that university scientists have developed. We start with basically instructions from the agricultural scientists about how to implement the techniques. Then we get feedback from the farmers, turning these documents into repositories for community agricultural knowledge. A third element is the test farm itself, Pataviva.
Pataviva Farm is the experimental farm part of our grant where we're going to be implementing all of the different techniques that we'll be talking about in each one of our meals in order to, get these processes off of the research farms, get them onto working farms, and then also, let that be an opportunity for our farmers, our chefs, our policymakers to be able to see these things, along with the opportunity to gain the economic data.
We have a lot of technical data suggesting that various sustainable agricultural techniques can go a long ways toward protecting our environment. But so far we have relatively little economic data about how these techniques work. It's the economic data that really makes it possible to expand from the lab to the field. So by testing out the sustainable agricultural techniques on a working farm, we get the chance to generate, often for the first time, economic data that can be used by farmers to have realistic projections both for their own planning purposes and if they want to get a loan to implement a technique at a larger scale. As an expansion of that, we're working with other farms to test techniques too, because Pataviva is just one experimental site. It's a smaller farm focused on intensive vegetable cultivation and chickens. And so that's not going to be representative of every farm in the area, but it can provide a general estimate and a baseline for what these techniques can do. Lastly, we're using other forms of art to bring the community together and reach beyond just the agricultural sector to people of Las Cruces as a whole. We've partnered to host an entire gallery exhibit focused on the intersections between agriculture and the environment.
So within this intersection of looking at community development and the culinary arts, agriculture and food go hand in hand. It's absolutely a reality that for most of the people who come into this type of work, it's because they have a love for food and a love for the land, and there is that special joy that comes from eating meals together.